Remember that Nas song that came out way back? Ba, 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 ba. That's what Kevin Durant and Draymond Green singing. Ba, 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 ba. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Trouble in Wonderland. Golden State Warriors. You gotta ask yourself, okay? Let's try to stick to the stats and just keep it there. But sometimes emotions come into play. It's all part of the game. However, the guy that is not able to keep his emotions in check, is he truly a player you can rely on? There are a few players in the league that show this emotion, which is positive, but then negative because of the impact they could have on the game. Let's talk about Draymond Green. I'm going to bring the stats in a minute because that's what I like to focus on. Draymond Green is a guy that does all the dirty work. The glue without a sure shot three-pointer. I will advise Draymond is a better player than most people think. He was leading the Michigan State team at his years there to some great winning seasons. He's not just what you think it is. He is. He is a really good player, and I think on some other teams you'd be surprised how much Draymond Green would average. But is he Kevin Durant? Is he a closer? No. No, he's not. Does he have Kevin Durant on his team? Yes. Is he replaceable at his age? Draymond, every year they bring in another replacement that can take your spot. The kid from Oregon can take your spot. Kevin Looney can take your spot. These next drafts are scary. Free agency is scary. They are players because of the system that can take your spot. And having Durant, Clay, and Steph Curry together eliminates the need for the emotional heartaches that come into play with you in the game. There's some intangibles that you do, right? There's some intangibles from Draymond Green. He is the enforcer. He is the Rodman-like player. But to be a professional in that stage, to be a CEO, that's what I consider the NBA players to be. I know people are going to laugh. All they do is dribble basketball. However, their dollars demand that they have some type of respect, even though a lot of people don't respect them. They learn the plays and they own their position, okay? They may not have anyone underneath them, but they own their position. And as a CEO with ownership of your position, you got to know how to act. You're making millions of dollars. You're acting like a 2-year-old on both sides. So the argument for me on the first side is Draymond Green. He was caught in his emotions. We all do. We're all human. I do it. I do it all the time, matter of fact. So I'm talking a lot of trash for no reason. Draymond Green acted within his emotions. He made a mistake. I know he did. Admit your mistake. You know you're not supposed to shoot that shot. Admit the mistake. Sorry, KD. My bad. All right. He's going to whine. He's a star player. You know they whine a little bit. Most star players are going to whine. And then KD goes down. A couple games later, it's all forgotten. Here we go. Now, KD's mistake was continuing to cry about Draymond's mistake. So as the bigger CEO of his company, more dollars, somebody that's needed for a championship run, he should have stepped back and said he made a mistake, gave him a look, had a conversation with him after the game. You know, I got to break it down. This is sad to see from a championship team. Two people just acting unprofessional. You know, they're from urban neighborhoods. We all are. Unprofessional. There's no need to yell. You're making millions of dollars. Okay? You're playing one of the greatest sports in the world. I know it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy, folks. It's not. If you play pickup basketball, you know it's not easy. But you got to think as a team that could be one of the greatest dynasties in the history of basketball if they continue. You have teams sad when you add players, right? They're angry. I mean, the emotional response that I'm seeing from this team is ridiculous. And KD needs to be the bigger man because Draymond's always been emotional. So Draymond was wrong, definitely. Shouldn't have been running down the court trying to take the shot. You know, and guess what? I think KD would have been mad even if he made the shot. It's because it's not his place to shoot it. But you know, you got Draymond made a mistake. KD makes another mistake emotionally. Is this the end of the Warriors? And what does that mean? From my statistical perspective, no offense to Draymond, they got 2 players on the bench that can fill in quite easily. Sorry. He's no longer a needed commodity. I know there's intangibles, but there's players out there that can quickly fill in that role that Draymond Green is playing. Okay? He's one of the greatest, if not one of the top 10 defensive players in the league. But there are other folks on that team that can fill in that gap if given the minutes. So Draymond has to be careful. KD, if I were you, I'd brush this off your shoulders. I know it's tough to do. Remain with the team. KD is not replaceable just like that. You can't replace KD just like that, like you can replace Draymond. Sorry. So, with that said, Warriors, just a little rant on the KD Durant situation. You're millionaires. Please shut up. Take it to the locker room and hash it out there. Go to the boxing gym, throw a couple blows against each other, and make it all better. Don't do it in front of the fans. It shows the maturity of your team. It shows the class of your team. And as champions, which I know you are, it's important to display the professionalism of a champion. And that goes for anybody. All Fork Sports, I'm out.